Well, good morning, everybody. I have such a mixed bag this week. So many interesting things. We finally got How Close Is the Ghost out of the door. And we've been quite surprised by the problems some people in America have received, had in how unevenly the tariffs have been applied. There seems to be some states that are really trying to charge extra fees that's outside of the postal, like processing fees and things, which is deeply unpleasant. And I could just apologize. I mean, we didn't know it was going to be like that. Originally, we were supposed to be able to pay the tariff on your behalf, and I wanted to, because that makes everything frictionless. I don't believe there should ever be any hidden fees. But it's somebody might pay $3 in one state, and in another state they're being charged $10 or even $15. That's crazy. And originally I planned to get to work on bank robbing bunnies, which I've got the box. I'm ready for it. I've got the stickers. But so many other things have come up that really need addressing. So I'm going to spend from now until Christmas to try and fix these. Now, the big thing is we now understand what was happening with our Facebook ads. It's Facebook, or Meta, have created an AI system called Andromeda.
Of Facebook's new Andromeda update, because it is killing return on ad spends across the board.
It tries to find exactly the right advert for exactly the right person at exactly the right time. But then I saw just how complicated it is.
You do two things. First, you take your best of your best ads and you graduate them into a scale campaign. So you take that ad, I'll show you in Ads Manager right here. You take your ads from prospecting that are the best of the best, you duplicate them, and you push them into the scale campaign. The second thing that you do is you take that same top performing ad. So let's say it was creative number 5 was our top performing ad, and we graduate that into an
So now I'm kind of scratching my head, because the thing now is Facebook wants lots of adverts. They don't want similar adverts, they want completely different adverts. So there's a huge amount of effort is coming in on me that I need to change everything and create lots of these ad creatives. So I've realized, okay, look, let's give from now until the new year just to fix all of these problems. So we'll go and create all the new adverts. I also need to look at the website, because there are many problems with the website. So when you go, most of the information comes from a video, but people will actually leave the site because the video is too slow to get started. And Facebook now doesn't want to send people to a landing page. They want to send it to the actual product, which makes it even trickier, because if people don't know what the product is, I need to explain it to them. So there's a lot of things like that I need to resolve. So that's from now until the end of the year. This week, I did go to a trade show or an event called Sight Village, and this is primarily for blind people and blind technology and blind charity, everything to do with blind, low vision. And we saw all the latest technology, and there was this incredible thing called the Monarch,
a dynamic tactile device that revolutionizes the reading of tactile graphics with the ability to pan and zoom tactile images. The Monarch is a one-of-a-kind device that combines a multi-line Braille display with tactile graphics, elevating Braille literacy and promoting inclusivity. It truly is the device we have all been waiting for.
And we looked at it and we said, that's amazing. We already know that there are these digital Braille readers, kind of like a Kindle, but it's Braille. And it just has one line, but the Monarch was like a laptop. And I said, wow, that's amazing. How much is this? £14,000. That's what, 20,000 US dollars? I'm kind of scratching my head thinking, there's not many parents of a blind child that could just afford to buy one of these. So obviously it's for educational or institutionals, or maybe they're trying to get grant funding. Say, oh, look, every kid in the classroom needs one of these. We've got 30 children. Okay, we need all this. No, it was just, £500,000, please, and we'll equip a classroom. And there might actually be money there. That might be the business model. But I just looked, I was like, this is so crazy at that price point, and it's ripe for disruption. And I was thinking, something I've thought about ever since I started on this was, how do we make a Braille unit, like for electronics, that could be so cheap, so easy to manufacture? And let's make them like Lego. So you have like the Braille cell for the 6 dots, and you clip them all together, and you put a signal in one side, and all the dots raise, and you can feel it. It's tactile. But to make it as cheap as possible, so people in the electronics community, like people who do Arduino projects, we could just, give them out for, if you could get it down to a couple of dollars for each Braille cell, that would be amazing. I mean, it would put Monarch out of business, or their Monarch laptop, but £14,000. There's a thing in tech that we often say that that's often talked about, that sometimes the best products or the best inventions come about from interesting side projects. Maybe I should work on the Braille cell. But for now, until the rest of the year, I'll be working on, let's get the microchip for the MP3 fixed, let's get the game done, let's get the advertising fixed. There's so many things. I'll tell you about it next week.